Hey, let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Hito Nasu. Damn. All right.
Welcome,
Welcome. I was
Hi,
about to say mic check 1 2 Pes, but like you jumped straight
bro. I
in,
know.
bro.
Yeah, I
Sheesh.
can't wait to do this again.
All
We're
right.
back at it.
We back at it. Welcome back, guys. Like
Haven't seen you in a while.
haven't seen everybody in a while. Welcome back to a very special episode. It's the end of the year Hito Nasu special, kind of. We're not in our night
Very nice.
corner today. It's just us two baristas, like talking about everything and anything. I just welcome back to the end of the year special episode. I have a lot to uncover in the middle and whatnot, but it's really good to be back. It's been a long time coming, and of course we will delve straight deep into what we've been doing. But for now, just understand that yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying that Hitonasu was like going off, like they're taking a huge hiatus and whatnot. But I'm here to tell you that nah, we're not. We've just been working really hard behind the scenes, and we've had a lot of stuff that came on our plate that we had to take care of. But fret not, we here now, and we're gonna bring it back old school, and we got a lot of stuff prepared. But like, as always, I gotta do this to Pez. How you been, bro? How's everything? Sheesh, I haven't heard your sexy raspy voice in a while.
What do you mean? Okay.
In the
I feel like we
podcast.
don't have. Oh, well, true. Yeah, in the podcast maybe, but in real life, basically, we've been on dates like almost every day. So I see this guy,
Yeah.
annoying face every single day.
Hey. We had a lot of good
Uh,
memories.
But yeah, I feel like since this is a very special episode, I'm gonna take a little bit of my a sweet time to kind of like let us catch up a little bit because we kind of take a break for a bit of a time, a long minute, and I just want to kind of like summarize what's been happening since the last episode because there are countless things happening at the same time, even though it's not even what 8 months or even half a year. But like a lot of things, kept happening, especially to the both of us, and it was a very big journey. I can now officially say that I am an adult.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, recently I've just been contemplating a lot, important stuff, adult stuff. You know how it is, adulthood. I feel like even in PTP, I always talk about this. Man, ah, I feel very sorry for PTP. It's my baby, but
Mm,
I've not been caring for it as much as I want to. I've like even for PTP, I can't even find time for it. But I feel like I'm gonna go back even better to PTP. But you know what? Maybe I'll just take it slow. It's fine. I feel like the development comes with experience and what I'm gonna dump on my future episodes. It's gonna be a lot. But yeah, I'm doing good so far. That's what I can
I
say.
like to hear that.
But we're just hey, we go with the flow. All right. So I'm here. Another year.
Another year. Well, I'll get into the bulk of what I've been wanting to say for Hitanatsu when we do reach that part of the
Mm,
segment. But
mm.
like Pest told me one thing, right? We gotta bring it back old school. One time for the fellas, for the people that's been listening to us, and we actually came up with a really good idea, me and Pest, while eating some otakos, right? We decided, yo, it's time, bro. We've been like, talking about this, and it's like we gotta get back into like the old school habits of doing things with Hitonasu. That's why I'm just gonna get into it straight away, yeah. And then I'm gonna tell you And me and Pes will definitely tell you our part in Hito Nasu because I pulled up some analytics and Pes doesn't even know this, so it's gonna be fun for him to hear it for the first time as well. So
So
I'll uncover that in the middle. But hey yo, we gotta talk. Today
we gotta talk.
we gotta talk. So today's episode is going by 4x4s and
Four by
our
fours.
Hito Nasu special. So with this
Mhm.
4x4, we have. So what a 4x4 is, I've nicked it from Trash Taste. So they any topic that you can think about. Let's say your favorite cars, and you have to name four of it. Based on your preference and whatnot. So when we do start this, me and Pes would definitely love to hear your opinions on the topics, on our 4x4s, on whatever topic we choose, and hopefully this could be a reoccurring thing in the podcast as well. So yeah, without further ado, this is Hito Nasu's first 4x4, and to to start things off, our first 4x4 will be on our favorite fast food. So yeah, who wants to start this off? You or me?
Favorite fast food.
Favorite fast food.
You know what? I'll start with me because I feel like I kind of know what you're gonna say.
Really?
And
Okay,
it's
I
like
love it already.
it's kind of your choices are kind of boring. Not gonna lie.
Alright, you'll be surprised, motherfucker.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, so
Let's go.
for me, you know what? I didn't even think this through,
We
but
did.
of course, number one's gonna be otakos. I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna waste that opportunity. It's there, number one. I just had it.
My
My
man's
belly's
calling
full.
me boring.
I can barely breathe. But hey, okay. So tacos number one. Number two, I would say. Oh man. You know what? No. I can't. What should I go for? Holy shit.
I should have gone first.
Nah, it's okay. I need to find this out. Okay, you know what? Okay. So second will be sadly Jollibee. Well, not sadly,
I am boring.
but
I am boring. Yep.
yeah, you're boring.
All right, buddy.
You
Thank you. I'll order the C1 special, please.
I bet. So tacos. Number two is Jollibee. Three would be.
I'm really excited to hear your third one. I honestly thought the
Ah,
second one would be different, but
yeah.
shit.
Third one will be. Fuck, what was that joint, bro?
Eh,
I keep forgetting.
is it based on where we're residing?
Yeah.
Mince?
Nah.
Did we eat there a lot?
I always say it, but like we never
Hey,
went there.
can I just say it once? Yo,
Yeah.
I think third for you should be substation. You should tell them the story about that, please. I beg.
What do you mean? Oh my god.
You know what?
Okay. Wait, you can tell that
I'll
story.
tell
'cause
that.
that's-
I'll tell
yeah.
that in a bit. but
Okay,
yeah.
you know what? Fine. Yeah, substation.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god, what?
I'll choose substation.
What the fuck?
Substation kind of busted.
Yeah, bro.
Kinda.
Alright, substation.
Alright. So number four would be. I'm trying to exclude myself from saying McDonald's, KFC.
Hey, but like it
or-
has to be like what you eat a lot, right? So
I know what I eat a lot. I mean, I eat a lot of roti john, but like they don't have a specific franchise for that. so-
true.
Uh,
true.
fast food.
Yo, Pes,
Holy shit.
why aren't you being like? Can I just say it for you? It's
What?
I am cool, guys.
Nah,
bro, it's I am cool. You've been eating a
Nah,
lot
bro,
of
it's not. I
am-
am cool.
Hey, yo, come on, man.
You're mistaking my dad for me, bro. What's
Nah,
happening?
bro,
here?
you remember we used to get I am cool a lot?
No,
Alright, maybe.
that was Fikri.
Okay, maybe you're right.
Oh my god. I'm like,
I really thought it was gonna be Ayamku, bro.
you know what? I'll go for YY.
You know what? That's not even wrong. That-
Exactly. You can't.
oh shit.
YY. There you go. My joint. My
Uh,
all reliable.
YY, right? That's pretty
Yeah.
sick. I thought you were gonna say nasi katok mama or something.
Nah.
Damn,
Nah.
bro.
Ain't
Shit.
it, bro?
That you-
YY is
why you doing it
YY is the
like?
joint.
Why you doing it like that on Mama Express,
No.
bro?
YY
Damn.
is the spot, bro.
Actually, you know what? Fair play, fair play. That's a really good answer. I mean, I don't agree with the what was the third one? Substation, because you hardly ever
Substation.
go there. But when we do
I
go
hardly
there,
ever go there, but it's like, how do you say this? I never lost touch of what I order. It's always 6 inch, it's always whole meal, it's always chicken luncheon, or I get the pepperoni for some reason. And then I'll go for purple cabbage.
yeah,
Sometimes pickles, but they always run out of pickles. I hate them for that. And then teriyaki and barbecue sauce, and then cheese on top. And then you know what? A little bit of bandung. So
hey
it's
yo,
busted.
it's
It's
busted,
busted. See,
busted.
exactly. I know my order every time in Substation, even though I don't go there often. And
That's
then
true.
for what was the first one? The tacos. You
Otakos,
know how it is.
you
You
just
can't
copy
beat
me.
samurai
You
sauce.
just copy
You
me,
can't
man.
beat samurai sauce. You can't beat samurai sauce. Like you just can't, bro.
You're true.
Samurai
You're right.
sauce
You're right.
busted.
You're right. You're
And
right.
then Jollibee, well, I hate every single thing on the menu except for their
Loaded
chicken deluxe
fries.
burger. That's it. That's it.
Ooh.
I always get that and then nothing else because I know the others are questionable. You know what? I'm surprised I didn't go for ideal. That was so weird, but yeah, ideal isn't very ideal anyway.
Hey, what was that,
So
Pes? Amina Arif. Hey, yo.
what? No.
Every
See, you're
birthday hat.
mistaking my mom for me now. First it was Ayamku, now it's Amina Harif.
I'm sorry.
You're choosing my parents over me. Like, what's happening here,
I thought you were gonna
bro?
say my mom's biryani, but that didn't make the cut. I'm gonna tell her
Bro, what
that.
do you mean? She's not a fast food. She's food, bro.
Okay, okay. I love that. I love that.
Come on.
Very good answer. Very good answer. All
All
right.
right, so for what was my last option? YY, all
Yeah,
reliable YY. I've met a lot of people at YY. You've met a lot of people at YY for some
definitely.
reason. Exactly. So YY is like, you know, yeah. YY's the uh it's just the spot. There you go.
Hmm.
I can't choose that coffee shop.
No, no,
You know.
Pes. Hold on, hold on.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get into that tangent because it's our end of the year special, right? So
Ah,
I'm
you're gonna
definitely
include it.
I'm gonna let you speak when I do speak about that as well.
Alright,
Alright.
alright, alright.
Um, so that was PES 4x4, and it is
Sir.
honestly like perfect. Actually, I haven't given a lot of thought to this, but I do
YY
know
was the plot twist.
definitely YY was definitely the plot twist. Fun fact, actually, guys. When I first arrived in this country, YY was the first restaurant I ever went to with my mom, dad, and our local friend. And it was my birthday. And
Let's
they
go.
actually, the whole YY sang happy birthday for me in
See?
a language that I did not understand at that time, but now I do understand it. But yeah, getting back straight into it, my 4x4 will definitely be otakos. And it is already Pes can corroborate this for me. Otakos is where everything I want, no, not I want, everything good, bad, sad, anything that you can name, any emotions was felt in that place. You know, like I met a lot of friends there as well. I had one of the best conversations at Otakos. I met me and Pes met actually one of our I don't know if I can speak on behalf of Pes, but like I met one of my favorite owners of that place that knew me since day one, and he's like, we are his loyal consumers, and whenever I come I know my order straight away, and whenever there's a new order, whenever there's a new item in the menu, I'm always the first one to like try it. So as Bess mentioned, the samurai sauce, right? When it was first mentioned in the IG, I straight away
Holy
texted
shit.
Bess, and I remember the one we did demise with, Kaiva. He actually took us there at that time when I believe I didn't have a car. and it was pretty amazing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it was during Eid as well.
Eid, right? Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was definitely amazing. So any local people that is listening to this podcast, support otakos. They are freaking amazing. I've been with them since like I came to Brunei, the country we're residing in. So it's definitely amazing. I love otakos. I can go on talking about them. And then my second option would actually be Jollibee. I'm
Nah,
kidding, I'm kidding,
bro.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm
No.
kidding, bro.
I would legitimately walk to your house right now. I don't care if it's gonna take me a month to get there.
All good. I was just kidding. But I was gonna say, fuck. I'm definitely gonna say McDonald's. Cause McDonald's,
Really?
yeah, I'm like,
Bro, I don't see you around McDonald's, bro.
cause you don't look at my IG pass. Come on, bro.
Nah,
Come
bro.
on,
What do you
bro.
mean? Your IG's
Come
filled
on.
with fitness zone
Hey yo,
videos, bro.
hey yo. Now it's filled with fitness zone, cause I'm in my element now. I'm on my athletic peak
Exactly.
now. But it's definitely McDonald's, bro. Actually, no, McDonald's third. The second one would definitely be Amsara. Cause I know
Oh,
for the
you chose
bulk,
Amsterdam.
cause it's not a fast food restaurant, but to me it's like fast
It's
Arabic,
the
like fast Arabic food,
yeah.
if I could say it that way.
There's no such thing as fast Arabic food. There's just Arabic food.
Yeah, then I would. Could you allow me to have this in my 4x4?
I bet.
Thank you,
I'm
thank you.
sorry. It is.
So cause the reason why I chose
Bulk
Amsara,
food.
right, is because I've been having that food and joint for over like almost has it been 5 years I'm here, like 5 or 4 years here with my parents and with my friends as well. Like back then it was really nice. I really loved Amsara. Their Arabic food is on par to none, and
Oh.
during every Ramadan we always order from Amsara, because it's they have hummus, they have the lamb gyros that me and my mom really like, just to treat ourselves sometime, during Ramadan. So it really it's like home away from home for me, because I what's it called, was born in and raised in Dubai, right? So it feels a home away from home. So I'm sorry, I really did fill that void for me and for my parents as well. So I'm grateful for that joint being open, because I did have a lot of memorable moments with my mom and my dad and my friends as well. So thank you, I'm sorry. That's my second one. Now third one will be really surprising to a lot of people,
Alright.
and it's not my favorite as well, but the like I've eaten at this joint a lot more than I can actually.
Wait, it's not your favorite, but
It's
it's
not.
on third.
Yeah, but I have to say, because like I know some people listening
So
to
the
this
last one is worse?
kind
Is that what
of
you're saying?
maybe
Okay,
maybe
okay.
because I only have one, Pes, and that is definitely otakos. Actually, the last one's not worse. I think I'll put this in the last one, but the one that I want to eat the most but I can't is definitely my third option would be mince, because I really love their burgers. Remember, Pes?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
There was this burger called the Return of the Mac, and
Bro, that shit was $10. Oh,
exactly.
die.
But when I ate it, right, I was like, holy shit! In-N-Out has nothing on this, bro. Come at me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But
It was pretty busting.
uh,
I've only had it once,
I
so
had it
you
like,
guys have more
yeah, I
experience.
had it like 7 or 8 times, but it's not an everyday kind of thing, because like it is kind of expensive for me right now. I'm pretty sure everyone else can afford it. It's really nice. It's a really good burger. Any locals listening to this, if they haven't tried it, I
Go get
hope
your
you
mint
could
burger.
go give them a try. And yeah, mince would be my third option. And just to let you know, the Return of the Mac is basically something like the Big Mac, but there is a patty there that's not chicken or beef. It's legit. It's like cream cheese or mozzarella cheese as a patty. I forgot how you call it. I'm not doing it justice. I should have done a bit of research, but definitely mince is my third option. And my fourth option, because I don't eat that much of fast food and I rarely eat out. You can ask Pes this, but my fourth option would definitely be. Pes, could you help me out? I don't want to say the bad one. What do I
What?
eat? What do I eat a lot?
You don't eat a lot.
Exactly. I would say Burger King.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't. I don't eat it that much, but like I've been eating it a lot last year as well. So I'll
Wow.
put Burger King straight there. So yeah,
Okay.
that's my 4x4. You know, for my fast foods and whatnot. But like, if I could add one thing and um like as past like past this is gonna be a different tangent and you can chime on your own thoughts, right?
I
I
bet.
would like to mention this one particular place that helped me come about and become really close with my partner, my best friend right here, Pes, as well. Like, Roasted Sip has been the spot that changed my life forever, actually. That spot is where everything, actually, if I could, if I had a choice to put something as actually number one, it would definitely be Roasted Sip. Oh shit, I dropped it. I dropped my pen. But Roasted Sip has saved me. Like, that is where me and Pes just discuss everything and anything in general. It's like a real life podcast that me and Pes have with each other. We've met a lot of things. We fought there. We had really bad debates there. We helped people there. That's where everything went down, and Pes can corroborate this with you. When me and Pes hang out, it's usually always at one place. This is where podcast ideas came out. This is where some business ideas came out. This is where I had like a huge breakdown. I had really like the happiest moments of my life and the depressive moments of my life, all coming down to this one place, you know. And the workers there as well know us as well, and it was real nice to see them every single day, and they just know that, hey, these guys are
Yeah,
here,
they
you know.
know
They
it.
just know that, like,
Yeah,
oh, they're here to
know
talk
what
about their
you're
stuff
doing.
and whatnot, you know. So,
Yeah.
and honestly, that place, if I could speak on my own behalf, got me really closer to my brother right here, Pes. And like, I don't know how to put this into words because this is end of the year special for Hito Nasu, right? So it's a bit emotional for me. So my emotions are taking over my podcasting thoughts, but like, that is where everything happened. Like, Pes could contest this for you. I had fights there. I cried there. Like, that place really made
It's
it's
yeah, it's just
it's basically me and
where
Pes's second
everything
home.
goes down.
Exactly, and the ambience is
Where
amazing.
everything goes
Everything
down.
is amazing. Coffee is amazing. The people are amazing. We met new people, different people every single time, you know. We had really good conversations there. We helped people there, you know. And that place is legit number one. Number one for me, because even a lot of podcast ideas came from there. When we decided to go from Sip and Talk to Hito Nasu, right? We spoke more in depth about this actually in a coffee shop. Most of our ideas, or me, comes from a coffee shop as well. So yeah, like whenever I'm alone as well, I go to that same coffee shop, you know. Like, that's the only place that I feel attuned with, you know. So yeah, anything you want to add on that, Pes?
I mean, there's nothing else you wanna. Oh, you know what? Let's
Yeah,
go since it's we're giving an honorable mention for
yeah, yeah,
Roasted
yeah,
Sip because it has saved us basically our lives at some
yeah,
point. At this point,
yeah,
like that place is just like
yeah.
where every single thing
Mhm,
goes down,
mhm.
in terms of friendship, in terms of ideas, in terms of life goals or whatever. That place is like where we go to.
Definitely.
Um, let's give our 4x4 of what's in Roasted Sip.
Oh shit. Oh, oh, oh. That was a good. I didn't expect that. Yo, that was sick. That was sick. All right. Um, who should start it off?
You can start it off.
Okay, so when you say let's give our 4x4 thoughts on what's in Roasted Sip, like it could be anything and everything in general.
Yeah.
Okay,
Even the parking lot,
okay.
if you
So,
want to.
so every time, you know, when Pes is doing his work, right, and I'm just there, like, you know, I'm kind of I really want to annoy this dude. So I tell Pes, yo, Pes, look at that machine, bro. That's so sick, bro. It's a llama, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, yes, mama, you said this for the past 900 fucking times. We've always come here. I'm like, nah. So what I love about Rosa Sip, right, is there kind of semi-open bar concept, and everything there just I've studied it. I mean, studied it. I've observed it. Like I love everything about it. And like I can't name 4x4 things, but I can definitely tell you the machine, the grinders, the puck press, like my favorite drink, which can actually be a part of the 4x4, which is only one order. Pes, say that order for me right now.
It's
I will.
RS Mocha.
Yes, sir. That is it. Whenever I go there, you only see me get the RS Mocha. That's it. And like the vibes, the music, the speakers, the light. Am I going too much? Like holy shit! I really love Rosa Sip that
Yeah,
much.
bro.
And
Flaunt it. Exactly.
one of our
This is
favorite things.
Our love letter.
One of our favorite things, and I always pest so much, and I feel bad for doing it sometimes because like we are going through a really difficult time, and I feel like Pest finds it in his heart to like what, this motherfucker will not stop crying about it, or won't stop asking for it even though he's sulking. Let me get him, or let's share a red velvet cheesecake. Red velvet.
Sir.
I love that cake so much, and no one has any idea. And Pes always gets that for me, because we it wasn't there for a long time, for the past like 3, 4,
It's
5
gone
months.
for for a few months.
And I think 2 weeks, actually last week when we went to Rosa Sip, it was available, and I looked at Pes. I'm like, hey yo, I'm kind of feeling sad, bro. He's like, shut the fuck up. You're always sad. And then I'm like, no, okay. And then he actually got it, and he actually shared like with me, and he gave me a lot of red velvet because I know he felt bad for me, and he's like, he knows that I love it a lot. And yeah, that legit, like me and Pes, we've seen a lot of things that goes on in that. And like, when me and Pes spoke about limitations, I used to always make a joke, that one day we will have the things that we desire if we work really hard for it, and whatnot. So whenever me and Pes, during the old days, when Pes didn't have nothing, he had his phone with him, and I used to always tell him, hey Pes, that could be us, but you playing, bro. So when I used to say that, I always look at, let's say, a business person with his iPad and his iPhone 12 Max, doing his work, and I'm like, me and Pes usually like dream about it, like one day I want to work alongside Pes with my M1 MacBook Pro, and like do the shit that he does as well, but like, in a joking way, But then, like one day when Pes did get his pad, I still said the same thing, and it still has the same effect. So these are some jokes that I make with Pes in Rosa Sip. So my 4x4 is everything that I've stated, but the two biggest things for me is being with my brother Pes there, and just annoying the shit out of him when he's doing his work, whenever he's drawing or something. Oh my god. So I'm a fucking okay. I started posting a lot on IG for no reason. I don't know why. Like, it's a phase, But like every time when he has his pad on him, I'm like, yo, Pes, could you pull up a drawing that you've done, And I want to take a picture of it with the drinks that he and I got as well. And I always do that. Never without fail. I've never stopped doing that because I just love it, I want to show people that I love Rosa Sip, because it's not about the, like, definitely from sometimes, as a coffee snob like me, it is about the coffee, but that space just is home to me, it's home to me. So there's my 4x4 for RS. Please try it. Hopefully one day, Hito Nasu does get sponsored by RS. Keep
Hito
dreaming.
Nasu gets sponsored by RS.
Keep dreaming, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably get their beans.
But yeah.
Yeah, probably.
What's yours, Fez? Or did I cover everything?
4x4 for me, I would say doing my work is number one. I like,
I love
vibe as, kind of grew up in Roasted Sip as well.
Definitely.
My business, yeah, grew up with that place. New ideas, the podcast, tangents, conversations came up from there. the bonds that we made with our friends were in there. And I even made my first comic page in there
Yes,
as well.
sir.
So it's like yeah, I really love that aspect. That's like always number one. Second one, I know I don't order a lot from Roasted Sip, but whenever I do, um, it's a drink that you've recommended me a long time ago, but I always get it. So I always go for the triple dolce latte because
Love
I,
that.
I don't know what it is. I just love it. That's my choice. That's my second choice, as well as for the cheesecakes. I really love the cheesecakes in Roasted Sip. I can't choose favorites. I legitimately can't
Same, same.
choose my
But
favorites
yeah.
because there's always the red velvet is of course always the first option if it's there. If it's not, it's either the Biscoff or the cookies and creams. But I feel like Biscoff is number two for me, and then Oreo can be third. But yeah, even with the pastries and stuff, over the years, I don't know. You can never. I never feel tired of being in Roasted Sip
No.
because I usually like I don't even go to other coffee shops and whatnot. No shade, I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna put names, but like sometimes I go once, I don't want to go in there
Ah,
anymore.
it's fine. It's
You know?
normal. It's normal.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know, Roasted Sip has just been the spot. That's it. Lastly, I would say the parking lot.
I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, the parking lot of Roasted Sip has been gone through a lot
Oh,
of our bullshit throughout the years,
holy
man.
shit, man.
We can't thank Roasted Sip enough for, having us bring our bullshits there. People usually bring their, heartbreak stories, worries to the beach. We go to the coffee bean.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We go to
sir.
the coffee place that we always love to go to, and
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
it's so weird, man. I've been there, past midnight,
Oh my
mornings,
god.
evenings, afternoons, you name
Oh
it.
my god.
I've been
You're
there
so
at that
right. You're so right.
time. Exactly. We've even gone there at 7 in the morning
Oh my
once.
god. You're actually right. What the hell?
So it's really a special place, even though they probably like, oh, these are just our regulars. But for us, it was like a safe haven,
Legit.
because
Legit.
that's where everything goes down. So thank you so much for Roasted Sip. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna listen to
Ah, no
this
one, no
or
one.
anyone from there is gonna listen to this, but like, hey, thank you. Bet.
Yo, you know what?
Uh,
Can I tell you something? This has been probably by far one of my favorite takes. Kidding. Not kidding. I'm just happy that we chose this time to talk about our
exactly.
special place, you know?
Yeah.
Legit.
You even brought your brother to Roasted Sip, didn't
Oh,
you?
what? Yeah, I did. My brother actually
Exactly.
did come visit me from Canada. I think last month, and I took him to one of the first ever, like the first coffee shop that I ever took him to was actually Roasted Sip, you know, and just tell him about everything what Roasted Sip has done the same way as Pes said it. So yeah, that's our take on our special place. I really wanted to add that in there, and thank you Roasted Sip, because it got me closer to my
Mm.
best friend right here, to my brother. Actually, best friend can just go out of the window. That's you. You're the brother, and like the podcast was essentially conceived there, honestly, in a way, it started in my
Conceit
room,
there.
but the idea came
Yeah.
so much
It's like
better.
a Hito Nasu's big brother,
Oh,
kinda.
100%, 100%.
There you go. There you go.
All right, with that being said, we can move on to our final 4x4. All right,
So,
and this one is a difficult one. So this 4x4 is about our favorite part-time jobs, or part-time jobs in general that you would want to do, or maybe maybe like that. Also, before we start, please, I can't reiterate this enough, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on the 4x4 and also your
exactly.
own viewpoints. So please do comment down below what your favorite viewpoints are, and if you're a what's it called, audio listener, you can subscribe to our YouTube page and definitely put down your views and comments So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
who should take this first, Best, me or you?
Hey, I feel like you can go on this one.
You give the difficult one. All right. So okay. Um. Try. Okay. So
Oh,
like well, I started off as a bartender actually, and it did taught me a lot of, like, how do I say this? Like, it gave me like a kick to hospitality that I didn't know that I needed to have. Like customer service. Like, I was a junior bartender, and it didn't last for a long time. But doing that work really, like how people throw you into pressure straight away.
yeah,
That
yeah,
job
yeah.
just required you to like know your drinks really well, even though they train you. Like, when customers come
Mm,
and order your drink, it is fucking difficult to like perform it in front of them, and this is, by the way, without the flares, without throwing the bottles in the air, like all these amazing bartenders out there. This is just pouring a drink and making sure it's correct to their order. And
yeah.
I'll also, Hito Nasu does not condone drinking and whatnot. So yeah, working like that was a very difficult position, but that was my first ever part-time job, and that got me really closer to what I really loved actually. And when I first had an actual espresso shot, which was an espresso martini, it made me realize, what is this thing that I'm tasting? It tastes really good. But it got me closer to my favorite second part-time job, which has actually become my whole ideal in life, or my whole ideology, my whole philosophy, like my whole conversation starter. This whole podcast, what's it called? What this podcast encaptures. Look at our studio where it's at. It's coffee, and my favorite part-time job. So I would put number one being a barista and second as a bartender, because this is my favorite, right? But
Yep.
working as a bartender got me closer to liking coffee. So yeah, my first ever gig at a coffee shop, I think it was at Costa. It wasn't the best. It was at Dubai, by the way. And I didn't understand the speciality to coffee at that place yet, but it was a really good experience working there. And then I started watching videos on coffee, and it got me really interested on the nuances and the science behind it, and the complexity behind tasting flavor notes and whatnot. And then I did work at a few places in Dubai, and then as soon as I came to the country that I'm residing in, my whole knowledge about coffee just skyrocketed, because I was introduced to this one mentor of mine, and he taught me everything there is about coffee. And I'm like, oh, that is really, like, I'd never expected to do all this. And my dream is to having an SCA certificate, but you actually don't need one. When I was explained and trained by a trainer that is SCA certified, and attending my first cupping session, to actually managing a coffee shop by myself, to actually starting up a small business just to see how far I can go to. And I went really far and made a bit of a name with a lot of notable people as well in the coffee community, working as well with a really good coffee person as well, just for a day. So it was pretty amazing, like what coffee has done for me in the place that I'm residing in. And then now becoming training people on espresso and whatnot. Like, I really do love coffee. I could go on talking about it and it can get boring and monotonous, but Pes will just corroborate this for you. I love coffee. Yeah. So that's my first, and my second is bartender. My third, I have not. Oh, actually, there was a point. There was an arc. There was a special arc in my time where I was a crepe maker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So coming from a guy that has I do have experience waiting tables, doing coffee, whatnot, but never cooking. Like,
Yep.
it's not even cook.
Yeah.
Like, crepe considered. I think it's cooking. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and also making sandwiches. So
Mhm.
I've never had this experience, and when the people hired me, they're like, oh, you're really good at drinks, but you gotta learn how to make crepes, how to make sandwiches, and I'm like, I'm down, at this point I want to learn something new. I want to build my craft. I love hospitality, I love talking to customers. If you can ask Pes, I love talking too much and I can't stop talking sometimes, and he has to tell me, can you please shut the fuck up? So I'm kidding, but yeah, like, it was a really fun experience working as a crepe maker slash whatever sandwich maker as well, and making mojitos as well. It was kind of fun because I got to use a shaker, and it reminded me of coming back to my bartender days. So it felt really good. So it was a really 1 month it took me to learn actually 2 months properly, because I'm a slow learner when it comes to the kitchen, right? So it was very difficult for me to keep up, but then when you put your mind like that, those times were like, I gotta work really hard to to like tell myself that I can do something I put my mind towards, and I actually was able to do it, because making crepes ain't easy. It ain't easy. It was so difficult that, oh, during my last month of working is when I 100% mastered it. So that's how difficult it was, but I actually was able to do it, so, and I'm really proud of that. That was like a goal that I achieved. So definitely that as my third, and my fourth one would be,
Your last one?
yeah, one thing I wanted to be was a lawyer, but I never got a chance to work at a law firm, so if this is based on what I've worked, but I just wanted to let people know my dream job, or my dream was to actually be a lawyer, but things didn't go as well planned in my life, but it's fine. We're here. So my fourth job would be, I worked as a junior real estate agent for one of the companies that are here, and it was a really fun job while it lasted, because it was also time consuming, and I'm also sorry about that. I was helping out my family's business as well and whatnot, but working as a what's it called, part-time real estate agent is actually fun, especially in this country as well, because I got to learn about things that I actually didn't know about, and I was able to share it with my friends as well. It was like unlocking a new realm of a world that I didn't know existed, when it comes to real estate and how other people conceive real estate, because from what I've studied and what I've researched, right, real estate is different in every country. I mean, that goes without a shadow of a doubt, right? But of course, some of the things are same or similar. But here, it was very difficult to grasp at first because of all the documents and whatnot. So I have to give a shout out to this lady that actually helped me go through the process of learning how to be a real estate agent. YouTube videos did not help me that much, but she actually did. So it was really amazing. It was a really good experience while it lasted. So yeah,
Well,
so those 4x4 is my thing for part-time jobs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and please do give us your viewpoints as well. Now I'm gonna pass this on to my boy Pes.
the works that I've been doing.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
4x4 part-times. It's kind of crazy. I feel like at this point, I, I, hmm. You know what? Number one, I've never actually worked officially as one. Well, kinda, but not in a sense that I wanted to. Um, I've been a barista, but never an actual specialty coffee barista, which I would really love to work as. So, hopefully I get the chance in the future for that position, because I feel like, um, I don't know, being a coffee barista is just different, you know? Especially like how you said, recently I've been teaching myself or immersing myself in the world of coffee, talking about the science behind it, the philosophical effects behind it, and then, specifications, ratios, all of that, special milks, non-dairy milks, flavors, and just, knowing how to differ, knowing the differences between beans and all of that. But I've never actually gotten the chance to be one, so it's really interesting, and I really wish I could land a proper position in the coffee industry. but hopefully I get that chance in the future. So I can't really talk about it now, but so far, I feel like a lot of the influence come from, my partner as well, which is Fahad, because he talks about coffee
I can't stop talking about it. It's a disease. It's a
annoyingly
disease.
every single time of of
I'm
our time spending together. So I'm
sorry.
just like, "Hi, bro." And then, before it was just like Nescafe and Coffee
Ah,
Bean,
stop with that.
which,
Stop with
yeah,
that.
exactly. And now it's more to like, he introduced me to pour overs, different methods, Japanese culture, Japanese pour overs. They're different. Indonesian pour overs. There's differences. Just like every
Every
single,
single thing, bro.
yeah. There's pour over artists. There's latte artists as well. And this art stuff is me, And I'm just like, hey, well, I want a piece of that as well.
Shit,
I
I
want
like
that.
that.
I don't want just like a painting canvas. I've been there, done that. And then digital artists been there, done that. And then drawing on paper, you can look at my engineering notes.
Yes,
Been
sir.
there, done that. So coffee art, hello? Call me up. I want to do, milk art on coffee foams.
Okay,
So
but
please.
shit.
So, I always had this dream of just like making videos of
Mm-hmm.
me
Mm-hmm.
doing latte art day on the daily, and I can just like post as like, look, I made, a bunny today, I made a bear, I made a swan, fuck it. So I
Rosetta,
really
all that
yeah,
stuff.
I would really love to have the chance to become one and
One day.
learn to just I don't know. I feel like being a coffee artist is a flex, not gonna lie.
Oh shit.
So
Hey yo, at least your boy is flexing for you. Let's go.
yeah, so that's number one in terms of part time. Second, I would say a cook, even a kitchen helper, because I feel like this not only helps you develop cooking skills, but it gives you a nuance on survivability
Mm-hmm.
on your daily life because like, you know, simple food menus, simple food recipes, and this got me into the culinary world where I can just experiment whatever the fuck I want with whatever ingredients I have. And I feel like that's just that kind of freedom for me is like very fun because I really love experimenting. So there's been a lot of experiments if you've been listening, since Sip and Talk and other Hito Nasu
Yes,
episodes.
sir.
So you probably, if you're used to me talking about out of pocket things. So that's just how I am, and I legitimately live that lifestyle because I try to implement it in my life because it's what I don't I rarely go for mainstream stuff that already exists. I love tweaking. I love putting my own flavors onto things. That's just I don't know. I feel like that's just the artist in me. So I just really love throwing things that I think goes together. But even when it's not, it's essentially a lesson not to do that again. So I'm very I don't know who threw me into the cooking world, but I remember my first part-time job as a cook, and I had to cook like noodles and shit, and that suddenly becomes one of my specialties in cooking. Noodles. I can make pasta, I can make Chinese noodle cuisines. It's like I can survive off of noodles, but then it didn't just develop from there. It developed to fried rice and then lasagnas and then different pasta recipes, salted egg carbonara recipes and all that. But I've never gotten the chance to, make cakes yet, bakes and all that, pastries. I would love to. But I haven't gotten the chance. So being a cook as well is one of my top part-time jobs, even though it can be stressful at times. You're always gonna be in front of like hot situations, as you could say. I've been burnt. My hands been burnt a lot from cooking eggs in the morning, from playing with fire, testing out gas, and all of that stuff. But I feel like it's a very big life lesson for me, and I wouldn't have to worry. I don't have to live off of ramen noodles all the time because I can make better noodles. There you go. Uh, so that's for the second one. Third one, mm, what would be the third one? I'm not sure. Third one would be my time as a uh junior maintenance technician.
Whoa.
I missed that job because that kind of pushed me to meet a lot of people, and it was very fun as well. It made me kind of know people, I don't know, in the government, all that stuff. It was a weird time, but it was kind of needed for me. And a lot of things happened within those times. Vibe actually was conceived during those times, so it was very important for me to mention because without those experiences, Vibe wouldn't be able to exist. There you go. I couldn't say much about it. It's just a lot of fun. I had a lot of field trips. I had a lot of eye-opening conversations. I met a lot of people with different lifestyle, people in different positions in life. So it was very interesting. Fourth would be voluntary works. That um I feel like I remember my first voluntary work was to be a scorer in a golf tournament, and that shit was one of the worst jobs I ever had. But because it was my kickstart to having a social life outside of my room, that was I owe that voluntary work every bit of my hardworking life because I could never ever voluntarily stand in the sun for 8 straight hours. There you go. I don't ever want to do that ever again, but it gave me a lot of experiences. I've met a lot of cool people from there. I've essentially was introduced to the outside world because of that job for some reason. And then from then on, I had more voluntary works. I've worked with special need events, kids with special needs, and that was a very harmonious experience in my spiritual life as well. I get to appreciate a lot in life from spending time, with special needed kids because sometimes we don't think about our health a lot. We don't think about how easy it is for us to live life, and having to be around those children who has limitations in life that
100%.
they never asked for you know opens your eyes for a lot of things you take for granted in life. So it was a really really good um moment in my life to appreciate what I have in the world. So that was my fourth one. That was my 4x4 for part-time jobs. Yeah.
You know what? I love that.
Yes, sir.
Surprising. But I really do love that, and wow. Seeing how far we've come, like with the part-time jobs as well, actually shows us how far we can go, even with little limitations. But still, there's a long way to go, and it's still a journey. Like
Exactly. There's still more adventures to
still
come.
more adventures to come. And like, yeah, we have come to the end of our 4x4s, right? And it was
Sir.
really amazing. It was really nice to hear Pes's answers as well, especially on the fast food one. I'm still why, bro? Okay,
Bro,
that's like
why?
the what did you say, Pes? That's like the like
The plot
the
twist.
plot twist, bro. Legit, I didn't. I'm
Yeah.
still I'm still there, by the way. I'm still at the fucking first question.
Exactly.
But hey, yo, um, shit, damn, we've come to the emotional part. Shit, it was too quick. But like,
Mhm.
you know what? 2 years. I gotta say, 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, brother. This is our first ever episode, which is called Welcome to Sip and Talk, which is published at 20, 2021, you know.
Mhm.
And we've come so far away, you know. And it's
Hey
been.
yo, are you plugging?
No, I'm not plugging. I'm not plugging yet. I'm not yet, Pes, yet. It's been a very amazing journey, you know, with
Mhm.
like we've done a lot in this podcast. Me and Pes have screamed at each other, we've debated with each other, we've had amazing guests as well here.
Mhm.
We've had a really fun time, and today, like while I was opening up my anchor, I got some stuff that was pretty amazing. We got our Hito Nasu has officially got their first wrapped, you know, and I really would love people to hear this, including Pes. So I'm just gonna read you some analytics, right? I hope you're ready for this, Pes, and then I'll get
I
into the talking. So one episode really grabbed listeners' attention. Can you guess your number one episode? So these are some of the episodes I would listen to a lot, but the top three was an interview with our special guest 5X Archives, and the last sip and talk session ever, which was a huge
Oh,
clickbait.
the last episode.
Yeah, that was the episode title, and
Yeah, the last episode.
another, I wouldn't say an episode, but a song, Demise, a song by Octo and Pessy
Demise got
featuring
number
Taiba.
one. I thought it was far away. Demise got number one.
Well, I'm here to tell you that Demise has got
Dang.
number one, and it's not even an episode. It's a music, but still, it's our first ever music that we've done.
Yes,
And
sir.
oh my god, I didn't get
That
a
in
chance.
itself is an episode because
Legit, and I didn't get to talk about it so much. But yeah, Demise was number one streamed. What's it called? Episode.
yeah.
And moving on to the others, if I can open it, come on, can you please open? So there are three. Our podcast actually likes to travel internationally, so
Mhm.
it was heard in 5 countries. Now they didn't give me all the 5 countries, it's kind of annoying, but I know some of them are Canada and the USA. But the top 3 countries are Malaysia, Slovakia, and the
Who's listening
Philippines.
to us in Malaysia?
Boy, I'm kind of. Wait, what did I speak for right for a second? I'm like, I don't know, bro, but our top number one is Malaysia. I know Canada and the USA because some of my friends are there as well, and some of my friends actually resides in Australia, so they've been listening to there. So, thank you to everyone that's listening to us from different countries. It really means a lot. Let me pull up the other analytics. Where is it? Pictures. I screenshotted it, so it's bear with me. Okay, this one is done. The second one is okay. So during January 30th and February 5th, we apparently garnered 77 more listeners, which is fucking crazy compared to our average week. So thank you to everyone. This is a thank you to you guys, you know, for doing all this, sharing our rap with you.
It's the holidays and whatnot, and we don't, we can't forget to thank the people that has been with us.
And another analytic, right? Your podcast was in the top 30% most shared globally. And here's how listeners spread the word. 69% of you guys actually spread our word through Instagram, and 20% actually did it by giving the direct link, which is our Spotify what's it called, embedded, I think so, our link.
Let's go.
And then 10% of people did it by WhatsApp, and 11% are other, which I don't know what it is, but thank you so much. You guys are fucking amazing and I love you. And what else okay, so apparently Wrapped for podcasts, they find out what our listeners podcast personality is. So this is
personality
for our listeners, not us. So guys, do you guys want to know your personality? So it is the adventurer. So your listeners venture out into the unknown, searching for fresher podcasts and gems yet to be found. Sheesh. Hey yo, we should have done it at the same time, but damn, thank you guys. I mean, thank you guys. You guys are the adventurers, you know? You guys could
Exactly.
started listening
Does
to.
that mean Hito Nasu's the Adventure Guild? Oh,
Oh, oh. Hey yo, I like that. Maybe we are. And
maybe we are.
our podcast saw a lot of gains this year, thanks to you guys, not to us. 46% of the streams done, 44% of ours listened to by people, and we've garnered over 41% of the followers as well from the people that have been listening. So thank you to everyone
Sure.
who followed us on Spotify. It really means a lot. I love you guys.
Exactly.
I love you
We
guys.
can't forget you listeners out
Never,
there.
never,
you know?
never. Okay,
So,
so this is the last one, right? And this one is a bit difficult to understand. You're a top. I don't know where the number is for the third one, but we are a top podcast for 10 fans, right? But I don't know what number. But this one is the crazy one. Okay, we are a top 5 podcast for 10 fans. So we're in the number 5th category Pes of podcasts I listen to, and I am astounded. Now this one got me what? So we are the number 1 podcast for 5 fans, and that to me is like whoa. So whoever you 5 fans are, thank you so much for listening to us. It really means a lot. Group hug.
actually,
Group hug with everybody. Group hug with everybody, you know, with
exactly.
so I'm done with the analytics, right? It's time to get to the beef of my emotional stability right here. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
god. But like I cannot, like every time when we thank you guys, like it definitely comes from the bottom of our hearts, and like shit, I'm legit thankful to each and every one of you, because without you there's legit no Hito Nasu as well, right? There's no sip and talk. Like I've had a lot of memories made in this podcast as well. I've it's been an amazing journey, you know, and more stuff to come forward, you know. Like I just would like to thank Pes for enduring as well during our hardships and everything, and still coming back with the podcast, because it's just like doing this podcast actually helped me grow a lot in ways that I never thought possible, you know. Like people,
Yeah.
like my icebreakers are usually about the podcast, you know, because sometimes people actually talk to me, hey, so you have a podcast, what do you do about the podcast, what do you guys talk about, you know, what do you guys do? Because I recently went on a trip, and in that trip one of my friends said, oh, he's a podcaster and he talks a lot about folktales and everything. And this man actually spoke to me and asked me, a very local man from he's a tour guide, and he spoke to me about the folktales that I know. And thanks to this podcast and me and Pes talking a lot of folktales, even when we don't share it in the podcast, we still talk about it, like orang tinggi and all that stuff. Like I was able to give him like everything that I've spoken about, and he's like, that's really amazing that we are delving into a lot of folktales and whatnot. And that's a topic for another time, because it was really crazy about some horror stuff that happened there. And like I'm going everywhere, but like thank you so much to
Mhm.
everybody. Legit, this has been what a year. It's been honestly the most difficult year of my life. But each and every time when I press the record button to go in this podcast, I feel like I am at my element again. I'm at my hole. I'm with my brother. I'm with my friend. Like as always, you know, like when even he's not there, when we come back and we find a way to do the podcast, I feel like we're just at our element. Like we're doing the things that we like to do, you know. This podcast has actually helped me grow as a person, actually saved me a lot of times as well, this podcast, as well as my brother. So this is a thank you to everyone, and especially my brother as well, Pes. So thank you so much to you and to everybody listening to the like the YouTube stuff as well. Like holy shit, my man has put a lot of work
Yeah.
into that. Like it's something that I can never repay, but always have gratitude towards. So I am really grateful in a position that I'm in right now, you know. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. Like that's without getting emotional, that's all I have to say. That's all I can say. I'm really sorry. I'm really getting emotional. So I'm gonna pass this on to Pes. Fucking hell.
Oh well, I think you said everything that I needed to say.
Jesus.
But yeah, I know you've probably been annoyed by us,
Yeah.
talking about our come up since, since
Mm.
Twitch days. I just remember how nervous we were on our first live
Oh.
stream, episode, and I had to draw like our models, I had to draw our backgrounds, our logo and all of that.
Yeah.
And it was just, our basically our first adventure into streaming as well before we had our individual streams. And that in itself was crazy because we met a lot of people from just streaming, and now, we've elevated, kind of. We've moved on to our next best thing, which is YouTube. And from then on we get to meet more, different people, not just from streaming anymore. And it's just a very, very important lesson for us because it's such an adventure to have, this podcast around, or it basically now is our anchor straight
Mm-hmm.
up to, bring us back to our roots whenever we do an episode now, because there's just a lot of things that's been happening. So Hito Nasu is still gonna grow even more, you know.
100%.
We still have a lot of stories to share with you.
Oh.
My
Yeah.
Fahad's horror stories from his trip,
Mm-hmm.
to my comic artist journey,
Oh.
that I'm gonna fucking annoy the hell out of everybody with all the articulate
I
things that
love
I'm
it.
gonna
I
say
can't
in
wait
the
for it.
process. And I'm not gonna say the name of the comic yet, but it's out there. But I wanna let it out when it's more out there.
I
So
feel
in the
you.
future we're gonna talk about it. But yeah, I feel like, as much as I want to share, I can't share everything yet. So you gotta have to wait for the specific episodes, because those are just gonna be more bangers. And next year, um, I feel like we need to end it off with our 2023 resolution. What do you think?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Right.
I'm ready.
Okay.
One last question
Um,
for the boys, and
exactly.
also, as me and Pes will always reiterate, please
Mm.
do let us know your New Year
Tell us
resolution.
your
Yeah,
resolutions for next year, for
hell's yeah.
2023.
Would love to
What
know
you're
that.
hoping for, what you want to achieve, what you're looking forward to. So, let's start with me.
Okay.
Okay, 2023 resolution. Um, Recently, I feel like I've been dwelling more, kind of like being in tune with myself a lot more recently. I feel like I started my year a little bit late. I've been saying this to, some of my close friends, and I mean that in a progressive and developing way, because I remember in 2021 when we started the podcast, all year long we were more consistent. And this year I feel like, I dropped a few steps back, but it made me realize on what I'm lacking. It made me realize on what I need to focus on, or new inspirations that, made me feel like I want to include in my resolutions as well. So next year, I feel like I want to focus more on my artistry. I want to focus on my, artist goals, since only recently I've only gained the privilege of meeting and, mingling myself with the artist community, locally, because I haven't done that for the life of me, because I was scared. I've been doing more collabs with different artists, locally. I wish maybe in the future we can bring some of them here. I would love to, have them on just to talk about art stuff, and appreciate art as it is, especially, you know what, comic artists as well. If there is one, I want to talk to them, the process, because it's just a lot of geek stuff. But, since we both love anime, since we all love movies, storytelling and whatnot, that consists in every single aspect of being an artist as well. And it's a very it's a very important goal for me because I really want to focus on that. And then business development as well. I gotta, prep up to be a business owner. I gotta step my game up as well. So next year, hopefully I can be more consistent. Hopefully there's gonna be new inspirations. Hopefully there's gonna be bigger projects that can happen, that I've always wanted to do but never had the chance to, can happen next year. So that's my whole 2023 resolution as well. How about you?
I really love that answer, and I've been there with Pes as well, and I could see a lot of stuff and trials that he's been through. He handled it really well, and this is what I'll come into my part. It's very personal for me, so I'm not gonna really dwell deep into it, right? But one of my resolutions for 2023 is like hopefully to find myself and get better because honestly like the past few months from what's after October I forgot.
November.
November. I've strayed from all the goals, all my stuff, and I've gone down a hill that's very difficult to climb up, if you know what I'm talking about. So
Mm,
it's been really difficult journey to the point where I've been hiding stuff for my best friend as well right here, and I never got the courage to talk to him until I think 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure, maybe 4 weeks ago, a month ago, and like I just told him straight up, this is who I am and whatnot. Like, please don't judge me. Like, I've fallen down, I've gone astray, and like, it was met with a lot of understanding, and like, they are there for me. Like, my friends were there for me to get back up on my 2 feet because it does happen when you not even reach a certain age, but like, just fall off the wagon when
yeah.
you can't.
Life is
Yeah,
never a straight path. You're always gonna go sideways
yeah,
sometimes, but hey, you always get back to the straight path if you have the right people to help you.
definitely,
So
definitely.
exactly.
And we've ended this year actually doing a really beautiful thing, which is helping one of our friends as well,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, holy shit, where have I been? Why am I still like this? I really need to do this a bit more because I've been doing that, but then I realized one process, uh, before you help others, help yourself as well. So take care of your own body, take care of your mental health as well, because
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
is a very difficult journey, and I've lost my path, and I still have, but I'm getting better and I'm getting there slowly, taking baby steps. And yeah, like that is my New Year resolution, getting better and finding my way back again to the person I once was, or even better, to the person that I can become. So yeah, hopefully, and plus what Pes said, Hito Nasu ain't going nowhere, bro. We have a lot of things. See, when we said, right, whenever we take some breaks, right, hopefully it's not gonna happen that much anymore, but like when we do, we are working on stuff behind the scenes, like to actually elevate our game, like, and you'll see the fruits of our labor real soon, hopefully, inshallah one day you'll actually see it. But yeah, ah, this has come to the end of our episode, right? Like, this is the end of year special. 2 years when this podcast has been running, and many more to come. And like, we did our first rap together, and like, thank you so much, guys, for everything that you have done. I legit cannot put it into words anymore. I'm emotional right now, so I'll be in tears later. That's why I'm holding it like a man right now. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But I'm really happy that me and Pes took the step to making this podcast actually happen, back then, and oof, what a way we've come. What a way we've come. And I'm proud of the both of us, and I'm proud of our community. I'm proud of everything. Thank you so much to everybody. You guys mean a lot to my audio listeners, to YouTube, to like Twitch back then. You guys are fucking amazing. And yeah, do you have any last words to say before we do our special thing? A special goodbye.
Uh, um, I don't know. I'm just like very grateful,
Same,
you
same,
know.
same,
Like
same.
I just can't say anything else because it's not just my journey, it's yours, it's everybody's,
Exactly.
and we've made this podcast, as a safe space for, for a specific community that we've always wanted to have, and we're creating that slowly. There's
Absolutely.
there's stats that we're doing that and achieving that community. So I'm really thankful. Hopefully, right now I would say I'm not in my best element,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm trying to get back and
Hell yeah.
push through, become even better. And so maybe in the future, you know, there's just gonna be a lot more opportunities that we can achieve.
100%.
So hopefully next year it's gonna be more better. I know it's gonna be a rough time,
It
like
is. Yeah.
legitimately, bigger achievements comes with bigger trials, bigger tribulations, bigger adversaries. So even for you listeners, please hold on and
Definitely.
ride this journey with us because
Definitely.
life is never easy, but we always hope for a better light at the other side. So, yeah, thank you so much for being with us, being with Hito Nasu.
Yes, sir.
And let's do it.
All right. As Pes said, thank you so much to everybody. Whether you're listening to audio from audio, whether you're listening to YouTube, thank you so much. And we're gonna end it off with our two special words to everyone out there listening or whatever. In three, two, one. Stay
Stay
goaded.
golden.
Love you guys. See you when we see you.
See you
Peace.
next year. Bye bye.
Bye bye.